I am Nisha. Welcome back to my channel. Earlier we finished exercise 3.2. Today we are going to start exercise 3.3 of chapter 3 understanding quadrilaterals and for grade 8. Now before we start the exercise, it is very important to go through few basic concepts for this exercise. So first thing is, what is the meaning of quadrilateral? What do you understand by quadrilateral? Quadrilateral means quad, that is 4, and lateral means sides. Any figure made up of 4 sides is what is quadrilateral. We have many different types of quadrilaterals. Let us go through 2 or 3 types of quadrilaterals wherein we'll be using in this concept we'll be using in the coming exercise. So first is trapezium. What is a trapezium? Trapezium is a quadrilateral which has 2 opposite sides, 1 pair of opposite sides equal. That means DC is parallel to AB. These 2 sides are parallel to each other. This is what is called a trapezium. What kite is a quadrilateral. There is a 4-sided figure. It is a 4-sided figure and it is having pair of 2 opposite sides. So pair of 2 sides equal. That means AB is equal to AD and BC is equal to DC. Okay, so these 2 sides are equal and these 2 sides are equal. This is a kite. Now moving on to third one, parallelogram. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral having 2 pair of parallel sides. Like for example, AB is parallel to CD. So these 2 sides are parallel and AD is parallel to BC. These 2 sides are parallel. Now in parallelogram there are 3 to 4 properties which are very important and we'll be using to solve the questions. Like for example, opposite angles are equal. Here which are the opposite angles? Angle A and angle C. These 2 are opposite angles and they are always equal. Then angle D and angle B and angle D. These 2 angles are opposite and they are always equal. Second one, also the sides are equal. Now AB is equal to BC and AD is equal to BC. These two sides are equal and these 2 sides are also equal. So the sides are parallel and equal. Now the adjacent angles are supplementary. What do you understand by adjacent angle? Now if I see angle B and angle C, these 2 are adjacent angles. Angle B and angle C, these 2 angles are adjacent angles. That means sum of these 2 angles is 180. They are supplementary. So how you can use this? Suppose you are given B as 60 degrees. So you can easily find C by subtracting 180 because sum of these 2 angles is always 180. In the same way, A and B are supplementary angle. Also, A and B, these 2 are supplementary. In the same way, these 2 are also supplementary. The diagonals bisect each other. What do you understand by diagonals? These are diagonals, okay? And they bisect each other. They bisect each other means that these line diagonal OD and OB, they both are equal, and OC and OA, these 2 are also having equal length. Okay, so these were basic properties of parallelogram. We have studied quadrilateral and 3 different types of quadrilateral here, wherein parallelogram is very important for the next exercise. Okay students, so let's start with the exercise. Okay students, let us start with question number 1 of exercise 3.3. Question 1 says, given a parallelogram ABCD, this is the parallelogram ABCD, complete each statement with the definition and property. What are the definition and properties? We have studied the parallelogram, we have just discussed it. Okay, so all those properties which we have discussed, that all those properties will be used here. Okay, so first they are telling AD is equal to what here? Now what is AD? AD is a one of the side and opposite sides in a parallelogram are equal. So can I say AD is equal to BC? Please mention the reason also. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. This is short form of parallelogram. Okay. Now angle DCB. Where is angle DCB? Let us do angle DCB, this angle. So this is angle C and this is angle A. So opposite angles. So angle DAB. So this is equal to this. Which angle is equal to this? Angle DCB is equal to angle DAB. Angle DAB. What is the reason? Opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. Okay. Now next is OC. OC. This is OC. OC is equal to what? This side will always be equal to this one because diagonals bisect each other, right? When diagonals bisect each other, they divided the diagonals into equal half. So they both are equal. OC is equal to OA. So you can write OA. And the reason diagonals bisect each other. Either you can write diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, or you can write diagonals of the parallelogram are equal. Okay students, now question number 4, the fourth one. Angle DAB and angle CDA. This angle. Okay, so which two angles are coming here? Angle DAB means this one. Okay, and angle CDA means this one. So what about these two angles we discussed? These two angles are adjacent angles of a parallelogram are always supplementary. They are adjacent angles and they are supplementary. But sum of these two angles is always 180 degrees. Adjacent angles 180 degree of a parallelogram is 180. Are supplementary or are okay students, so this was question number 1 of exercise 3.3. Now moving on to question number 2. Okay students, let us start question number 2 of exercise 3.3. Question number 2 says, consider the following parallelograms, find the value of x, y and z. This is the first question in question number 2. Here this is the figure given. We have to find the value of x, y and z. Okay, parallelogram, again recall all the properties students as you remember. Okay, now if I talk about angle y. Okay, now these two are opposite angles and opposite angles are equal. So can I write y is equal to 100 degrees because opposite angles are equal. So first we have done. Okay, now I got this as 100. ये 100 मिल गया है. अच्छा, can we say that these two are adjacent angles and adjacent angles are supplementary? Can I do that? So can I write 100 plus x is equal to 180 degree? Why? Because angle B and angle C are adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are supplementary. So here we can write that x is equal to 180 minus 100. That will give you 80 degrees. Yeah. So we have got value of x also, that is 80 degree. Yes, we got this. Now we have to find z. Again very simple. X and z. That means angle C and angle A, they are opposite angles and they are equal. So can I say z is also 80 degree? Very simple. So angle C is equal to angle A. So Z is equal to 80 degrees. Why? Opposite angles are equal. Okay students, so here we have used the concept of opposite angles and adjacent angles, okay, of a parallelogram, and question number 2, first one is done. Moving on to the next figure on the same question. Okay students, question number 2, second one. This is the figure given. Okay, again in this we have to find value of x, y and z. That is x, y and z. As we can see that this one angle is already given. Okay, so now if I start, so first one, 50 degrees plus y is equal to 180 degrees. Adjacent angle, angles are supplementary. Okay, so you can write y is equal to 180 minus 50, that will give you 130 degrees. So can we write here that y is equal to 130 degrees? Y मिल गया हमको 130 degrees. Right, now as simple as that, if y is 130, then will x be also 130 because they are opposite angles and opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. So we can write that x is equal to 130 degrees, or you can write like this, x is equal to y is equal to 130 degrees, opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Right, now I got x also as 130. This is 130 degrees. Now think over it, how we will find z. Now z is not interior angle, it is an exterior angle of this figure, of this parallelogram. Okay, so just imagine and just think over it how you will find it out. Can I write angle x and angle z are corresponding angles of a parallelogram therefore angle x is equal to angle z. ये जो एंगल्स होते हैं ये अंदर का और इसके सामने वाले बाहर का. So these two angles are called corresponding angles and corresponding angles are always equal. So if x is 130, z will also be 130. So x is equal to z is equal to 130 degrees. So we have got the values of each angle here. ठीक है? So just check the question, students. Okay, students, question number 2, third one. In this given figure, again you have to find the value of x, y and z. Now if you check the figure, there is only 30 degree given here. Okay, there is 3 things you have to find. Now you can see that they have given here that this angle is 90. If this is 90, this will also be 90. This is because they are vertically opposite angles. So we can write here A, angle x is equal to 90 degree because these two are vertically opposite angles. Now moving on to next one, we have got x as 90 degree. This x is 90 degree. Now we have to find y and z. Now let us concentrate on y. How you will find y? Now if I tell you, we have got 90 as x. Okay, so this x is 90 degree. If I look at this figure, is this a triangle? Yes, and according to the angle sum property, sum of the angles of a triangle is always 180. So we can write here sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So can I say in this triangle angle x, that is 90. So 90 plus 30 plus y is equal to 180. Yes, angle x plus angle y plus 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. If I add these two, 90 plus 30 is 9, 10, 11, 12. 120 degree plus y is equal to 180. Y is equal to 180 minus 120 is equal to 60 degrees. Yes. So I got value of y also here as 60 degrees. Okay. Now what is required is z. Now see students, y and z. Can I say they are alternate angles and alternate angles are always equal? Yes. So if y is equal to 60, z will also be 60. So here you can write A, this was B, this is C. Angle y is equal to angle z, alternate angles. So angle z is also 60 degrees. Okay, so we have got angle z here, okay, y is here and x is here. So all the three angles we have got here. Okay, 90 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. So we have done sub question number 3 also. Moving on to the next one, students. Okay, students, question number 2, fourth one. Okay, if you look at this figure, again we have to find the value of x, y and z, and here 80 degree, this one angle is given. Okay, so this is very simple question, students. Now we can see that this 80 degree and these are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are always equal. So you can write angle z is equal to 80 degree corresponding angles. So we have got z also as 80 degree. Also we can say that 80 and y, this angle and these two are equal. They are opposite angles in a parallelogram. So angle y is equal to opposite angles. Students, please when you write the value, do write the reason also. This is very important. Don't miss out writing the reasons. Now we got angle y also as 80 degree. Now we are left with angle x. Now angle x and this angle, that is 80. These two are adjacent angles, and adjacent angles are always supplementary. So can I say angle x plus 80 is equal to 180 degrees, because adjacent angles are supplementary. So can I say angle x is equal to 180 minus 80 is equal to 100 degrees. Okay, so our value of angle, we have got the value of angle z is equal to 80, y is equal to 80, and x is also 100 degrees. So we are finished with fourth question also of question number 2. Now moving on to the next one. Okay students, 3.3 question number 2. This is the figure. We are supposed to find angle x, angle y and angle z. And which are the two angles given? We are given this is 112 and this is 40 degrees. So now we can easily make out this 112 and y. These two angles are opposite angles of a parallelogram, and opposite angles are always equal. So can I write angle y is equal to 112 degrees, opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. Now we have got this also at 112. So now if I see, I have to find, if I want to find x, can I just take this one triangle? In this triangle I have two angles, one is missing, and sum of the angles of a triangle is always 180. So here I can write angle x plus angle y plus 40 is equal to 180. Sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So can I write angle x? I have to find angle y is equal to 112. So angle x plus 2 plus 0 is 2, 1 plus 4 is 5. 152 degrees is equal to 180. So angle X is equal to 180 degrees minus 152 degrees. Subtract it, students. 180 minus 152 will be here. 7, 10, 8, 5, 6, 7, 28 degrees is equal to 28 degrees. So I have got angle X as 28 degrees. This is X is 28 degrees. Now can you tell me this angle and this angle? They are alternate angles and alternate angles are always equal. So can I say the angle Z is equal to 28 degrees? Also angle Z is equal to 28 degrees because alternate angles. Alternate angles are always equal. Okay, so this is also 28 degrees. So we have got here angle Y is 112, angle X is 28, and angle Z is also 28 degrees. So we are finished with question number 2 finally. Now moving on to question number 3, students.